Cause you, I guess. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all. Today we are from Group 4 are going to present about HTTPS deployment. So this is our group members, which is Nurin Fatlin Adlina binti Awan Tayyib. Second me, myself, Anis Nara binti Majid. Third is Iqbal Fawaz bin Muhammad Haris Fazila. And the last one is Abdullah Hakim bin Anwar. So we are going to start this presentation with introductions of HTTPS.
Okay, introduction of Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure HTTPS. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure HTTPS is the secured version. HTTPS is encrypted in order to increase security of data transferred. This type of security system use two different key to encrypt communication between two parties, which are private key and public key. HTTPS prevents websites from having their information broadcast in a way that's easily viewed by anyone snooping on the network.
The background of HTTP. This is the background of HTTPS. So basically, HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. It is created by Netscape Communication in 1994 for their Netscape Web Communication. HTTPS is created to ensure the privacy, authentication, and the data integrity for user.
Challenge in HTTPS deployments. Okay, to deploy the HTTPS, the developer make sure user interface are going well. So user interface is a design process designer used to build interface in software or computerized device focusing on looks or style. So users being the judge design quickly and care about usability and likability. Users also be enjoyable, at least satisfying and frustration free. So to make sure user satisfied, the user interface also must be friendly to user. User also should communicate brand values and reinforce users' trust. The second one is the security. To deploy the HTTPS, the developer should care about the security. It is because to reduce the possibility of attack and authorized access use. SSL, TSL encryption technologies. The second is isolated VLA, detached corporate VPN, modern and updated antivirus. And the second one, end user and machine to machine authentication. And the last one is to deploy HTTPS. The developer must care about choosing gateway. By choosing gateway, they need to consider about re-engineering for the cloud, API documentation, and visibility and governance.
Next is the solution for fixing problems in HTTPS. And the first solution is certificate transparency. So if you know, the HTTPS website need a digital secure socket layer, SSL, or transport layer security TLS certificate to encrypt the data communication between browser and server. And next, browser will verify the certificate and encrypt the communication, but this system is not always foolproof because anyone can compromise the certificate and create a fake one and send them to browser. And for fact, in 2011, a certificate authority company, which is DigiNota, has been hacked by a group of hackers. So basically, the hackers are sending fake certificate to the certificate authority, and then they the CA give them the permission to the communication of the website. So they use the opportunity to spy on user. So this is not very good. So the certificate transparency makes all certificate publicly locked and auditable, which means every certificate, SSL certificate, will be publicly locked, and web browser like Google or Mozilla will reject any certificate that are not publicly locked. Okay, next. So the second solution is no mixed content between HTTPS and HTTP. On the internet now, there are some websites that is already deployed the HTTPS but still flagged as not secure. This is because some elements on the website are loaded on HTTP connection. The elements the elements are like the image or logo. Basically, when the developer create the website, they put the elements on the HTTP connection and just install the SSL certificate, which this is cannot work because in HTTPS website, all elements needs to be put under HTTPS connection so the encryption can work. So if there are mixed elements, anybody can compromise the content of the website. Okay, next. So lastly, in order to upgrade the security of the HTTPS, website owner need to pay a fee to SSL provider. So it will cost the owner maybe a lot of money. So back in the day, if the owner want to purchase SSL certificate, they need to verify the ownership of domain and their organization. So not all owner website owners have an organization. So it is maybe hard for them to get the SSL certificate because of that. So in 2016, a non-profit company, Let's Encrypt, provide free SSL certificate for all websites. So this makes SSL certificate is more reachable to all of HTTP website. With the free SSL certificate, this does not mean that the premium paid certificate is useless. So websites that handle high risk data such as user credit card number, user address, and etc. can go for the paid certificate because the premium paid certificate usually will offer insurance in case that anything happen to the encryption.
Okay, as you can, so now to recommendation used in secure HTTPS deployments. Okay, as you have known, HTTPS, the more secured version of HTTP, it helps encrypts the data, making all the data that is being transferred over the internet between computers and servers is secured by making the data impossible to read. In standard HTTP, all information is sent in clear text. All information is also transferred over the public internet. Therefore, it is vulnerable to anybody who wants it. Next. So there are two types of protocols that used to protect data in HTTPS. There are SSL, which is secure socket layer, and TLS, a transport layer security. So what's the difference between these two? Well, mostly they just the same in concept, but TLS is the more modern version of SSL. SSL is a protocol that used to ensure security on the internet. It uses public key encryption to secure data. It also, due to its being outdated, it has been discouraged to be used in large part because of known security vulnerabilities in them. It's considered not a fully secure protocol in 2019 and beyond. Most modern web browser now no longer support SSL 2.0 and SSL 3.0. For example, Google Chrome stopped using SSL 3.0 all the way back from 2014. Okay, next. Okay, TLS is the successor to SSL and based on the same specification. Currently, the most modern and secure version is TLS 1.3. So you guys might be wondering what makes SSL and TLS is different. For example, it's more secure than SSL. It has been improved many times over SSL. Other than that, in terms of cipher suites, SSL protocols offer support for Forteza cipher suite, whereas TLS does not offer support. TLS follows a better standardization process that makes defining a new cipher So it's easier like RC4, triple DES, AES, and etc. Okay, next. Okay, here's a brief history and releases of SSL and TLS. So SSL 1.0, it was never publicly released due to security issues. Then it was revamped and improved. Therefore, it became SSL 2.0. It was released in 1995 and then depreciated in 2011 due to known security issues. Next is SSL 3.0. It was released in 1996. Depreciated in 2015, also due to known security issues. Then let's move on to TLS 1.0. It doesn't have a huge difference between SSL 3.0 and TLS 1.0, but it doesn't interoperate between each other. TLS 1.0 was released in 1999 as an upgrade to SSL 3.0. It was planned to be depreciated in 2020. Then followed by TLS 1.1, released in 2006, also planned to depreciation in 2020. Then TLS 1.2, released in 2008. Lastly, the modern one, the latest version would be TLS 1.3, which is released in 2018. Okay. Okay, so you guys might be wondering about the example of security vulnerabilities in SSL. For example, Heartbleed bug. Other than that, put the SSL and also SSL 3.0 enable. Okay, that's all.
So the conclusion of this research that we did for part 2 firstly is exploring it. Test our exploring skills. So we got a chance to explore more about HTTPS deployments in computer networks. Second, it tests our understanding. So with this research, we become more understand on how HTTPS works for each of website to secure the application in computer networks. Third is enhance our problem solving skills. So by doing this research, we'll be able to provide solution to fix any errors or problem during this research. Fourth, based on our knowledge, we become more knowledgeable about finding and using varied research sources and explain using our own word for this research. And the last one is the most important thing, which is it tests our critical thinking. So for this research, we developed our critical thinking skills and back up our points with evidence from all the journal articles and websites that we found throughout this research. That's all from us. Thank you.